I recently encountered the question, do you believe without a shadow of a doubt that Jesus rose from the dead? Or something like that. We've all heard questions like that. Um, Painting faith as though it were somehow a matter of what ideas you have about things in your mind or what you rationally consent to. But that's not really what faith is it? On this question of doubt, especially, we act like doubt is a personal flaw or some great sin that we have to purge ourselves from. Partially because I think we tend to operate as modern people under this misunderstanding that all of the thoughts that we have in our minds and in our hearts are ourselves. But we don't realize that so often these doubts or these questions on our mind are the actions of the logismi, or the evil spirits that that seek to insert themselves into our minds, into our thinking. And we don't realize how so often these sort of things are actually allowed by God's grace for the purpose of our salvation. So we shouldn't beat ourselves up if we encounter doubts. We should recognize them for what they are. And in the face of those things, learn to rely on the grace and the goodness of God. Learn to cry out to Him, Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner. But also to the question of what is faith. That faith is not really the collection of things that you believe or that you consent rationally to these ideas in your mind. It's not this idealism or this nominalism like so many modern people believe. Rather, it is, what do you do? How do you live your life? How do you respond to what you have heard or what you have seen? When God reveals Himself to you and calls you to Himself, what do you do with it? How do you live your life? How do you respond? And that is faith. And so the opposite of faith is not doubt. The opposite of faith is apathy.